visit to Israel, to Tel Aviv, but it almost feels like home. Almost feels like I'm a part of your journey, your history, and your beautiful country. I'm traveling with a very large business delegation of startups, technology companies, people from the IT sector, several companies who have interests in Israel, several who are looking to explore opportunities. And I can tell you they are all very excited with the discussions during the course of the day so far and are looking forward to a very fruitful and outcome-oriented visit. Congratulations to my dear friend, my brother, Minister Nir Barkat, on this very historic occasion. Israel and India have decided to enter into negotiations for a free trade agreement soon after having executed a bilateral investment treaty. And collectively, the bilateral investment treaty and the free trade agreement will open the doors to greater market access, flow of capital, investments and trade, both in goods and services, remove obstacles to doing business, provide clarity, predictability and stability to our economic engagement. And clearly, Israel and India as two strategic partners with deep-rooted friendship and a mutual respect for each other are destined to bigger achievements and greater friendship. Our ties go back centuries. The Indian Sufi saint Baba Farid came to Jerusalem 800 years ago and meditated in a cave, which now we have the Indian hospice at the place where pilgrims rest. We share not just a very deep-rooted nationalistic spirit, but also we have similar festivals. We celebrate Holi, Israel celebrates Purim. We celebrate Diwali, Israel celebrates Hanukkah. And I'm sure the trade complementarities between Israel and India, which we hope to capture through this free trade agreement, since we are two countries which really don't compete with each other, which open the doors to products, goods, services, and investments, where we act as a force multiplier for both countries. And we are ambitious to finalize a win-win, fair, equitable, and balanced free trade agreement between our two democracies. Friends, India is a country known for talent and skills in our young population. We have a very, very aspirational young India, producing the highest number of STEM graduates. 2.4 million STEM graduates come out of colleges and universities every year in India. And India is known for very strong intellectual property protection. Our IPR regime is very, very robust. We are known to have engineers, to have skill sets in the innovation space. We are the world's third largest startup ecosystem. We are focusing deeply on deep tech startups, particularly in areas of artificial intelligence, quantum computing, machine learning, We are setting up large number of databases and data centers across the country, given that we have a very robust 500 gigawatt national grid, which is ideal for data centers with clean energy powering these data centers. I think lots that we can work together on in the spirit of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which translates to the world is one family. We both, Israel and India, share similar thinking. Our fight against terrorism, our responsibilities for the safety and security of our people are common. We work together in the space of defense as much as we work together in agri-tech, fintech, education, space technologies, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence. The sky is the limit to the potential between the two countries. And we are truly grateful for the friendship that Israel has always given to India, for the support that we have always received from Israel over the years, and ever since Prime Minister Modi's first visit in 2017, the first ever by any Indian Prime Minister, this relationship has grown by leaps and bounds. As he had said, Prime Minister Modi had rightly said, eye for eye, India for Israel, and Israel for India. Prime Minister Netanyahu had correspondingly responded, and I quote, "A marriage made in heaven, which is now being implemented on earth." That truly reflects the spirit of Israel and India friendship. Our visionary leaders see the tremendous potential in this partnership, and we shall work together. We shall trade between the two countries increasingly. We shall innovate and design together, and we shall prosper together. Thank you very much.
Minister Piyush Goyal, I can't say it better than you. You just shared with the people here the common ground, the common values, our history, our government-to-government relationship, and as important, the people-to-people relationship. I mentioned earlier today that Israelis love to go to India, and all come back happy, secure. And so I think that the opportunity is there. When I saw India 3 years ago and India today, it's not the same India. You folks have your act together. You're scaling so rapidly. You're laying infrastructure for growth for decades. And I love what I see. I love what I see. The Israeli entrepreneurs, when we came to visit in February, were amazed at how much we could do together. And I know many deals were formed in that trip. And we said, I remember December last year, let's exchange missions, and then we will know how to help our entrepreneurs and our business people do good business together. And I think that the foundation of a free trade agreement that we've signed today will enable us to do things that we not have done with other countries in the world. And I think that you said earlier that even the sky is not the limit. We can go to space. And many ideas are on the table right now. And I can only wish that we will be able to fulfill the big potential together. Thank you for coming here, and maybe leave some questions and answers. Time for question and answer. Thank you. No questions. It's so simple. No, they have no questions.
Sir, which sector will your partnership, how you are going to help India in deep tech, in defense?
Well, we have the similar challenges, as you know. And this war, Israel's come up with new innovative ideas. Better not to talk about them publicly. I think everyone in the world saw what we did to Iran. Okay? We've demonstrated that we have deep penetration, excellent intelligence, excellent weaponry for defense, and as important, the best defense is offense. And we only share these ideas with our best friends. And I could certainly tell you that India is one of the best friends Israel has around the world.
So there are sensitivities for us in areas like agriculture and dairy. Have we discussed anything on that to include this in FTA or to exclude it?
When friends do business together, they understand each other and they understand the sensitivities that each country may have. And my good friend Minister Barkat and I have already agreed that whatever is sensitive for Israel, India will keep out of the agreement, and likewise whatever is sensitive for India, Israel has agreed to keep out of the agreement. We want this to be a win-win agreement. It should be good for both countries. It should provide opportunities to our youth, to our farmers, to our different sectors that we are working on: technology, defense, manufacturing. And therefore, with this shared understanding, I think this will be an agreement which will lead to the shared prosperity of both countries.
We want to help. We want to make sure that 1 + 1 = 3. We don't produce a lot of products. We produce technology that increases yield, that increases productivity. We're a tiny nation, only 10 million, don't forget, right? And so one of the biggest, one of our major business clusters is agrotech, food tech, aquatech, creating food from the sea, improving the yield. And as much as India would like to use such technologies, we would be there. When you don't want it, we won't be there.
So this is technology collaboration. Can we see technology transfer for setting up manufacturing units in India?
Certainly.
What kind of arrangement?
Certainly, Minister Piyush Goyal didn't mention this, but the concept of Make in India is one of the smartest concepts I've learned, and I think it is relevant for many, many Israeli companies. See, you're 150 times bigger than us. So in projects that are large scale, it makes no sense to make them in Israel. It makes a lot of sense to create joint venture in India, not only for the Indian market, but as a gateway for all of Asia. And we feel comfortable because Israeli companies can't open up on every country. So we prefer to see that the free trade agreement that we're talking about will make India a priority for Israeli entrepreneurs. We call it sort of a hub to Asia. And so I think that's a classic win-win. Many of the companies I spoke to understand that big potential. And we have to make that ecosystem simple. The governments have to make it simple. That's part of the free trade agreement.
I think they also don't have a very large population. So making in India at large scale will provide economies of scale, and will provide talent and skill, manpower, which will lead to jobs in India, which is an essential component of our partnership. As many of you may have observed, India today enters into partnership with developed countries, economically developed, technologically developed countries. And therefore, this partnership with Israel becomes even more important.